When you drop it, there's no guns, the door won't open, and your duo mate's already knocked. That's when I got your back, baby. Hold the beer, family. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. I'm Bushka. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking clutch revives like that one there. I'm going to go through some of the technique, some of the do's and don'ts, and basically try and help you understand and improve the way both you get your teammates up and you get revived yourself, because there's definitely a responsibility on both sides of the coin here, and it's a thing that I want to talk about first and foremost that a lot of people don't really see. A lot of the reason a lot of people don't get revived is simple. They don't play within the constructs of the team. You're going to see Swiss and I, this is very straightforward. This is the knock standard two-man revive concept. If you're close together, your teammate can revive you. If you are far apart, your teammate's not going to get there before you get thirsted. So when you're playing in a squad setting or a duo setting, be near your teammate. I'm going to be doing a video, and I've done it before, on connection. You've got to be connected. You aren't really taking advantage of what you have as a team if you are constantly going one out, and it's not as much fun. You're in a duo, so play as a duo. And that allows... It's a much easier time of it when your teammate gets knocked and he's 4 meters away than it is when your teammate gets knocked and he's 150 meters away and you're racing through the jungle of Sanox while 3 people push on him because he went for an airdrop on his own. Hey, Chappos. How you going? Sorry. I got a mate named Chappos who's trying to lead the league in airdrops. I also want to talk about the standard 3-man revive. And the reason I'm using 2-man revives here, clutch revives, is because, to be honest, the standard revive is very, very straightforward. It is 1 man to revive, 1 man to overlook, and the other bloke to get picked up. I mean, you need a peeker, you need a booer to play peekaboo. And you can see here, the reason I'm using this is because this is where Swiss gets knocked and thirsted on the right-hand side before we can get a smoke onto him, but before we can you can't even get in the cover, and he's thirsted. So I'm pretty grumpy about this. And I make a very, very poor effort at clearing this squad. I knock one. They're pushing on me. But because they've already knocked my mate, I just want to flog them. I'm just in there for trouble. And they're going to show you exactly why you do the standard 3-man revive. They've got a guy in the flank overlooking. They've got one guy behind a rock reviving. And they've got the other guy behind the rock being revived. Now, there's a guy on the left down here. So because I have to get that guy, I move in here. I'm not sure if they're behind the rock. Bloody hell, they are. He's going to come out. There you go. Standard 3-man revive. And that's why that is stock standard. Everyone should be doing that. You have one guy getting revived, one guy reviving, the other guy's on overlook. It couldn't be simpler, right? What about when you're towards the end of the game? Do you revive or don't? Well, in this instance, Swiss isn't going to revive me. And I am completely on board with that. I'm in fact telling him not to revive me. And I even start moving out the door at the end to help him spot the target and tell him exactly what's going on. Because right now, he can win the game. It's a one-on-one. That's a great outcome for us. The worst outcome here is Swiss starts on the revive, the other guy pushes in, and we both get wiped. So Swiss just does the business, we win the game, we move on. And you've got to have good communication for that. Now let's talk about your responsibilities as the guy being revived. You have to move to a safe space. It is not the responsibility of the rest of your team to make sure you're safe. You have to make every endeavor to get to the good area that is going to cover you off. And you can see here, you're sitting here, you get safe, and then you calm the hell down and you wait. Because you have plenty of time. If this is your first knock, then there is plenty of time for your partner to work through things, get the knocks that you need to get revived, and then get you up. Why do I say if that's your first knock? Well, a lot of people don't seem to realize this, but the more you get knocked, the faster the clock will go. I had a game last night with Swiss where we finished at like midnight Australian time, and I never play like after 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm an old man, dude. I'm like 45. My eyes, 46. My eyes get strained. I wear glasses. But when you get knocked, this is after 4 knocks. You have like 25 seconds. Look at how quickly my health bar is going. This is the night potato in full night potato. Please carry me mode. 12 people left and I've only got 2 kills and I've been knocked 4 times. And it gets worse. I'm going to show you what it looks like after 5 knocks. And 5 knocks, it takes like 20 seconds max, maybe 15 for you to lose all your health. Have a look at it go. Have a look at that go. That is crazy. The other thing is, you are no good to the guy you're reviving if you're like on very, very low health. They have a hit point pool. If it's their first knock, you can absolutely take the time required to make sure that when you try to revive them, you have the hit points to do so without someone blitzing around a corner and killing you. And that means that even though they might be knocked in front of you, if there's more people around and you don't know exactly where they are, you need to make sure that you get healthy and get capable of defending yourself on a hard push, especially if you've already got rid of the rest of the squad and there's only one guy left. That last guy can be very, very aggressive. You're going to see I am very low hit points here. Well, I'm half hit points and there's one guy left. Now, he's just knocked Westy. If I come rushing up here, I am the only target and I'm on half hit points. He hasn't reloaded. He could well clear me. It's much better off that I finish that heal and pop up just as he starts engaging my teammate so that I can actually clear him, be healthy, and we can both live. One more thing. It's very, very important to have good communication as squad mates. You're going to see here, we play boot camp all the time, and this is something that a lot of the pro teams do, and it's something that if you play with the same squads all the time, you're going to do. Swiss knows exactly where I am when I get knocked because I tell him I'm in the revive room, and this is quite literally, if we get knocked on this side, we will just go to this room. We will always go to this room. So I'm like, I'm in the revive room, he's in the opposite corner, turn right as you come in the door. And then all I have to do is sit in the corner here, and Swiss is going to make the strafe in. He knew exactly where he was. He comes and clears me. And that's comms. You should always have some kind of conceptual idea of where your teammate's aggressor is, the guy that knocked him in the first place, before you just go ballsing in and getting wrecked. There are all these little parts of it. Pressing revive is the easy part. It's going to take 10 seconds and you're going to get them up. And before I go any further, could I just point out, why has that got to say, like, if you are reviving, it just says reviving. If you're being revived, it says being revived, ... like sarcastic little ellipses at the end of the sentence. And I'm like, you grubs. I'd never really noticed that before I did this video. You're going to see a very, very cool thing here. This is Leezy. Oh, sorry, not Leezy. That's the next one. Now, this is another example of the art of a clutch revive. It's way more about risk assessment and figuring out what's the best system to get the job done. And it changes from time to time. I mean, I'm just letting that guy live in case his teammate's on the push. That's fine. The teammate's not there. There's a bit of a disconnect on a hot drop. That happens. Swiss is on the push over here. There's one guy in there. He gets Swiss on the knock. We're going to go and get him. Great. Swiss is going to get around the corner. And I go into a position on overlook on Swiss because I know there is someone across the other side. I can hear him. He's jumped out the window. He's just over there. And I'm trying to make sure that he doesn't push. And he is, in fact, going to try and push around the right-hand side here. Now, I'm tracking his footsteps. I'm letting him know that there is someone there who is overlooking. So he goes back into his box. But I can't really begin a revive on Swiss here with all this gunfire going on without clearing the trouble that's in the house ahead. Now, Swiss is on his first knock. He's very comfortable. He actually drops some ammunition for me because I'm low on ammo. I take the ammo. I push over here, get a full clip in, and we're going to clear the last member or the last guy left in this squad hot drop. He's pushing around to the other window. And then we're going to go and get Swiss up. Because, and this last one, I'm pretty sure this is a bot. It's not just all about throwing a smoke and hiding in there. Like, that's stock standard procedure. And we talked about the standard revive before. Throw a smoke. Start one person reviving and the third and the fourth members of your squad will go to overlook. It's like, this is a smoke revive, for instance. It's a foggy final circle situation. Swiss is going to get knocked. I don't know how the guy saw him, but he did. I eventually seen from the muzzle flash, the slight muzzle flash. I mean, we're lucky he wasn't using a suppressor or a flash hider. And That's the only way that I see this guy to hit him enough to get him off Swiss's back and force him to move. And then I'm going to throw smokes. And I'm going to throw 3 smokes. I'm not just going to throw 1. And that might seem crazy when time is of the essence. But having a huge, wide range of smoke here in this situation is really important, particularly as the fog is now dropping and visibility is returning. It means that it's so much harder for them to just spam and get a shot into the smoke and clear your amigo. I'm going to show you a couple of clips here, and they're the same as before, and I'm just going to talk you through a couple of things. So I really want you to make an effort to think your way through these situations. There is not just one hard and fast rule, but if I could advise one single solitary thing, it would be don't start a revive until you've absolutely minimized the risk. And that goes for both parties, the guy who's being revived and the guy who's doing the reviving. It might mean you have to heal up a little bit. That's your decision. Make it as a hard decision. It might mean you need to overwatch your teammate while the push is on, clear the targets, and then start the revive like this. That's fine. That's your decision. It might mean that you actually, don't get revived at all. Like if it's a late game situation and the revive is going to cost your team a chance at winning a chicken dinner, then don't make the revive at all. These are all things you've got to run through in your head. And this was just a guy who was in a random squad I accidentally joined, and he was really, really good. He actually did like 2k damage and was bloody aggressive. I mean, he was just rushing all the time. I love him. I got him up a couple of times, but man, he did a heap of damage. Friend A was his name. Good bloke, good bloke. These are all things that you have to go through and figure out in your mind. And if you do get better at this, then sure, you'll get the ultimate clutch revive, like my mate Leezy here. He's a good bloke, this guy. I loved him. Leezy gets everyone up here, man. Everyone is down. Look at that. 3 locked. It's all on Leezy. You better get that bloke there, Leezy, or it's over. And he does. Good on you, the Lees. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of a deep dive into reviving, the responsibilities of it, and how you can use it to improve your gameplay. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos. And until next time, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.